Hi everyone.
Hello.
We are celebrating the second half of our French Immersion Retreat. We showed you a little bit last week, and the French Immersion was all about language, cuisine, and culture. So we exposed our guests to a bunch of different French accents, and then a couple of different chefs and chefing styles, including an atelier, and then we went out and we explored some of the local towns and local sites, and we're going to show you all of that. It was a really great week.
It was an amazing week. It was a great sort of dabbling of the flavor of this region of France and getting to see some of the the wonderful things that we love. So let's take you along on the ride and show you what our guests got to experience.
Wagons ho! We are installing the picnic at the Chateau de Hautefort. Cell hospitality in the house. The very grand house. We are off to find some guests.
Hopefully
see if they hate this or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hopefully this is okay for them all.
Yeah. An Hautefort is doing its thing today, is it not?
It's perfect weather too.
Right?
It's bright sunshine, obviously, but it's only about 23 degrees Celsius. Ideal
Just
for this sort of thing.
So good.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to visit because Chateau de Hautefort has done some great work over the winter.
Yeah.
And they've reorganized and refurnished a few rooms, plus opened 3 new rooms, and they've added this display, which wasn't here before, and it's talking about the tapestries that were saved from the flames, because there was the big fire here.
And they're quite beautiful. Like, they've always been hanging here since we've come.
Yeah.
But it's nice to actually have a bit more explanation of what's going on. They are stunning. Can't imagine what they would be like with the full color, but
Wow, yeah.
they would be something else, but they are spectacular.
So they've got a little note here about Bertrand de Born, who became the Seigneur of Hautefort, jointly with his brother Constantine. And Bertrand de Born was a famous troubadour under, you'll never guess who.
Yes, Eleanor of Aquitaine.
There we go.
It actually says here, strong-willed. He was renowned as one of the most famous troubadours of the Occitan region.
There we go, yeah. Well, I'm excited.
And the troubadour was a knight, courier, and artist.
Just like our membership, honey.
Indeed.
It's like we planned it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Marquis apartments. This is new. I'm
This
very
is new.
excited. Oh, wow. What the heck?
You can sort of see, like the structures.
Did you go all the way around?
I did go all the way around.
You sneaky. And from here in the top of the tower, you can see out to where we're having our picnic, just behind the grand tree there. The old film set's closed, so let's see what's new in the Great Hall. I know they have a new interpretation video this year too that talks more about the fire that happened. First rule of Chateau.
This is just still spectacular.
Yeah, it's a shame. They still have my favorite floofy chairs.
The most comfortable chairs, most comfortable looking chairs. We've never sat in them, obviously.
No, so floofy.
Yeah.
My chaise longue is still there.
Oh, well, that's good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that would have been tragic.
I would have had to write a sternly worded letter had they moved my chaise longue.
That was still such a spectacular room.
Yeah. This is all new. Look at, they've got a lit à la polonaise, honey.
Yeah, again, this is one of those rooms that we could just sort of peek into before. So.
Yeah. The chambre de monsieur. The master's bedroom.
That's a pretty good bathroom.
You'd sleep here? You all right? That bed's a little bit small for you, but.
Yeah. Check this out. Let's do this with our bathroom. What do you think?
Yes, please. Oh, this is beautiful.
Love the color and the paper in here. It's really stunning.
You could do this. Well, since Hautefort has a really active social media team this year, maybe we should try to make these two outfits and show up in those. That'd be fun. That's some floof, honey.
I'm all for that as long as it's in the winter because that is going to be warm.
You're saying wearing full ermine in summer is not a good idea?
Yeah, that's going to be yeah. But
You're right.
I am good with having the coquettish light sticking out from the cloaks.
You do have a finely turned calf. And this is new as well. They've got a new film that's showing this year that talks about when everyone who's been to visit us knows that the first rule of Chateau is do not burn the Chateau, and the rule was very thoroughly broken in 1968. I don't know about you, but that got me right in the feels. I'm all like,
yeah,
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah, that's 40, it's tragic what happened.
40 years of work in an instant, you know?
All right, it's time for lunch. And it looks like our wonderful chefs have found a perfect spot with a spectacular view of the Chateau de Hautefort.
Well, I'm loving the remains of the day here, honey. You seem to have done an excellent picnic without me.
Yes, it's you know, honestly, this is perfection. The temperature is perfection. The view obviously is amazing. Wonderful people and wonderful food as usual.
Yeah, we had a couple of very nice compliments of people who've gone off to explore the gardens now and the shops of Hautefort, and they said, best picnic ever.
Can you ask for more?
Right? I don't think we can.
That's it.
Thank you, chefs.
You're very welcome.
You're so welcome.
Last night were so beautiful. What
Right.
is the name of the chateau?
But look, each one is individual.
Oh, oui.
Voilà, c'est une mousse aux deux chocolats, donc chocolat noir et chocolat blanc. C'est pas
White and dark chocolate. I got that. I got that.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so cute.
I've been to her old house. But sweet. I thought you said yucca. Yucca is like it's a root.
We gave the guests a chance to taste different cuisines by switching chefs halfway through the week, so thank you to Chef Ricou, and then Celle Hospitalité arrived from Paris. It's mille-feuille night, honey.
So delicious.
You love a mille-feuille.
I do indeed.
alone again. So today we are giving you a little bit of everything and just a bit of experimental things from the market and from not the market. So for the pork chop, pork chop, honestly, it's just basically with salt, pepper, and we ground it, and some of the thicker ones we finished in the oven. But it's just very, very gentle and crisp beautifully with the mushrooms, which we slow roasted. And yes, we slow roasted them, and then after that we deep with a little bit of butter, obviously, and a little bit of balsamic, a lot of parsley, a lot of garlic. And then I recommend putting the mushrooms on the pork. Yes. It's delicious. And then the potatoes are mashed potatoes, but we infused cream with garlic and thyme, so we've added that in, and then it's just topped with some brown butter and some chives. So enjoy. Oh, and the Swiss chard, just the greens today. Tomorrow we're going to use the multicolored stem, so using all parts of the vegetable and just adding a little more greenery. So please eat. I know there's a lot of plates, and it's probably big. So. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, chefs. What's on tap? Little softy shuffle.
Well, we kind of pivoted last minute and we're going to do things that we figured out at the market.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see, we'll make something more from the south.
Okay.
So we'll see. I think we made it last time. Remember that tomato confit thing that we made with the chef? So they're going to make that from scratch today. So we picked up everything in the market and yeah, we're going to make a little bit savory, a little bit sweet. So
I'm liking it.
No. And we're doing
So everyone will make their own poutine, and then they're gonna have make the entree based on what Val said, the first stuff we got in the market today. Yeah.
Awesome.
A little blend.
How exciting.
Hope they're as excited as we are.
We pivoted a little bit. We always knew we were going to be blend, so you guys can make your own poutine, something nice and sweet, very traditional, iconic French. And then we found today these beautiful tomatoes at the market, which are going to be imported tonight on site for Aqua Desert. So we're going to make a dish from the south. So we're going to start with the tomatoes, we're going to cut them, we're going to kind of let them really steep on the stove with some fresh herbs from the garden. And then we'll do that with some local ghost cheese. It's delicious with brand, so a very carousel style dish. And then we're going to make our Madeleine batter. Well, we're not, you are. And then we'll make those and you'll have a nice sweet afternoon tea.
Yeah. So, and in true kitchen fashion, we're not going to make one dish and go to the next because there's like waiting times and chilling times and whatnot. So we'll start with tomatoes. They're going to cook longer. We're going to jump onto Madeleine, make the dough, put it in the fridge, go back to tomatoes. So that's like guys. Yeah.
I'm not sure I deserve one. I mean, I didn't do all the hard work here.
You do.
This looks amazing, guys. Well done.
Well, they did a great job. What you're not seeing, especially if we flip them over, is that they have nailed the seashell. Everybody, I'm sorry, I'm touching them. You all did amazing work. Look, everybody got the signature hump shape, which is the key to success. And Val and I we didn't make any, quite frankly.
We did nothing.
This was, we can confirm this.
We
provided gentle guidance, and the rest was everything. So honestly.
And what is happening down the end here? Did I hear a cabecou?
You sure did.
Oh.
You sure did. With homemade tomatoes from the market this morning, the ladies really
Did the whole
That looks
field trip to the
so
herb garden.
good.
Yeah.
We almost always plan a little shopping time in our retreats, usually at the local farmers market and one of the nearby towns. In this case, we went to Exeter and Sarlat.
Merci.
Oh, Anne-Marie, I love watching people fall under the spell of Sarlat. We've only just gone off the main road. We're not even into the old town yet. No, we're just getting into the old town. We arranged a private tour of Chateau de Hautefort for our guests. We're not allowed to film inside, so you'll just have to imagine the wonders that wait within.
Tout au long de la visite, surtout, n'hésitez pas, je vais essayer d'y répondre, mais pas dès que je puisse. Voilà. Et alors, ce que je vous propose, c'est qu'on va faire le tour. On va marcher donc dans les lys, dans cet endroit entre deux remparts. Exact. Donc, c'est un système racinaire. Alors, c'est quand on voit de la sorte. Oui, mais il y a un aménagement assez spectaculaire qui est assez unique. Donc, dans la...
Wow, it was a fantastic week.
It really was.
So much fun. I mean, it was such an amazing group of people, including a returning guest, Bonnie. We were so glad to see you back, and she brought a couple of friends.
Which made it even more fun.
Yeah, so it was so much fun. I mean, we had great weather. We had a good time, lots of amazing food, as you can see.
Yeah.
And thank you very much to Anne-Marie and Robert for facilitating the French lessons. I think a lot of people got something really good out of it. You know, if it wasn't just the language skills, it was also French culture and cuisine and all that fun stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really enjoyable week, and we thank everyone for coming, and we thank you for following along.
And if you guys are interested in joining the retreat, check out our website. There's lots of them available. We've got a few more that are coming up, wink, wink, that we're really excited about. But if you're planning on travel to France, either this year or next, and you are thinking about doing a retreat, check us out. Also, we are still available on Airbnb. If you're just sort of touring around in the area and you need somewhere to stay, it'd be great to see you guys.
Yeah. And we are 6 followers away from 30,000. We're so close. You guys are doing awesome.
Yeah.
We just need 6 more of you to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed, it doesn't cost you a cent. You just have to click that button, and you're just aware when a new video drops, which would be once a week. And if you've been watching us for a while, you know it's always on a Tuesday. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, almost always.
Okay, fair enough. Last week was an exception. Yeah. But anyway, it just helps us out tremendously. It gives gives the algorithm a reason to support us and to push us to more people. So we'd appreciate the help. And of course, if you're interested, we've got a Patreon account, and there's our Instagram and TikTok and all the rest of it. So we really appreciate your support. We love you guys. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. And I guess we'll see you next week.
You betcha.
All right. With my big birthday coming up.
That it is. Big birthday. We'll see you all next week.
Bye now.
Bye.